Hey everybody, we are back for another week of On My Radar, and boy, do I have some selections for you today. So there are quite a few, and also a lot of them are debut novels. So if you've been waiting to find some debut novels to try out, I'm going to tell you about like five of them today. So, super excited about that. Let's go ahead and get started. And don't forget that if you are an author and you would like to be considered to be featured on this list, there is a form that you can fill out down below. It'll just put your book in front of me for the possibility of being selected. Here we go. Bella of the Ball by Mari Costa is young adult fiction, comics and graphic novels, romance, and is 320 pages. Also, all of the panels are pink and red. A YA graphic novel about high school wallflower Bella Hawkins, who ends up in a love triangle after tutoring the girlfriend of her crush. High school senior and notorious Hawkins finally works up the courage to remove her mascot mask and ask out her longtime crush, Regina Marino, head cheerleader, academic overachiever, and all around popular girl. There's only one teensy little problem. Regina is already dating Chloe Katagawa, athletic all star, and middling English student. Regina sees a perfect self serving opportunity here and asks the smitten Hawkins to tutor Chloe free of charge, knowing Hawkins will do anything to get close to her. And while Regina plan works at first, she doesn't realize that Hawkins and Chloe knew each other as kids when Hawkins went by Belle and wore princess dresses to school every single day. Before long, romance does start to blossom, but not between whom you might expect. Okay, so I really wanted this one to be available for a review copy, but it's not. Some of these, when I look at them, they've already done all of the review copies, so I can't get them. But this one looks like it's already up for Kids Indie Next List pick, and a whole bunch of other stuff that they're doing with it. So hopefully it does well. Maria Costa is a Luso Brazilian cartoonist with a bachelor's degree in character animation. She's in love with creating stories and populating them with people who have very messy interpersonal dramas. Some of her previous work includes Life of Melody and The Demon of Busole. You can visit her at maracosta.mystrikingly.com. So yeah. How to Win a Breakup by Farah Heron is pitched as coming of age fiction and comes in at 350 pages. And it couple's breakup becomes a sporting event in a deliciously charming novel about the games people play in the name of love. First, math genius and gamer nerd Samaya gets dumped by her boyfriend. Then he sabotages her job and hooks up with her frenemy. What could be worse? Clearly, her golden boy ex is winning the breakup. The only way Samaya can get some rebound cred is to find someone new, even if she has to fake it. At a volunteer bake sale, Samaya meets a sweet opportunity. Daniel is a handsome hockey jock and a whiz when it comes to lemon squares and brownies. And he agrees to play along, quid pro quo. He'll pretend to be the boyfriend of her dreams if Samaya helps him pass calculus. This may well be the recipe for the best revenge, but Samaya has no idea how complicated it will get. As they whip up an imitation romance and a bumbleberry pie, resisting each other's very real charm proves impossible. Samaya finds herself on an unexpected journey to secrets, self-discovery, and the true meaning of moving on. Lucha of the Night Forest by Tehlor K. Minja. Courtney is gonna join my stream, y'all. I know that's so random because y'all are doing this like after the fact, but I just saw her in the waiting room and got really excited, so I'm keeping this in the video. Why not? Okay, so starting again. Lucha of the Night Forest by Tehlor K. Minjala. is pitched as young adult fiction fantasy and comes in at 368 pages. An edge of your seat fantasy about a girl who will do anything to protect her sister, even if it means striking a dangerous bargain. Dark forces, forgotten magic, and a heart stopping queer romance make this young adult novel a must read. A scorned god, a mysterious acolyte, a forgetting drug, a dangerous forest, one girl caught between the freedom she's always wanted and a sister she can't bear to leave behind. Under the cover of the night forest, will Luca be able to step into her own power, or will she be consumed by it? This gorgeous and fast-paced fantasy novel from acclaimed author Tehlor Mejia is brimming with adventure, peril, romance, and family bonds, and ask what it means for a teenage girl to become fully herself. Ngozi's Plight by Melissa Smith is the third book in Among the Cosmos, which is an alien romance series. And right now it's saying it's 185 pages, but it is on pre-order, so it might be a little longer once it comes out. How far will a high priestess go to save her people? As far as it takes. Chief Credo's life is in danger, and by extension, the entire village is at risk. Carrie and her crew are attempting to protect against an enemy unlike any they've come across before. Taviona's people are dying, and she doesn't know why or how to stop it. All she knows is that something needs to be done, and she'll do absolutely whatever it takes to keep her people alive and healthy. Will Carrie reaching out to Charlie for help be enough to protect them against Tavonia's threats and attacks? Can Carrie find a solution to all their problems before any more lives are lost? Ngozi's Plight is book 3 in Among the Cosmos series that is a must-read in order series, contains adult content, threats, and scenes of medical distress, including blood. This is a romance story containing MF, MM, and MFM relationships. And this one is actually written by a very new friend of mine, Melissa Smith. So I haven't tried out any of her books myself yet, but definitely intend to, especially because I read the entire Ruby Dixon series and I need some more alien romance. The Lies of Ajungo by Moses Ozi Utomi is pitched as fiction, fantasy, adventure, and action and comes in at 96 pages. This is the first book in the Forever Desert series. Moses Oze Tomi's debut novel, The Lies of the Ajungo, follows one boy's epic quest to bring water back to his city and save his mother. Prepare to enter the Forever Desert. They say there is no water in the city of lies. They say there are no heroes in the city of lies. They say there are no friends beyond the city of lies. But would you believe what they say in the city of lies? In the city of lies, they cut out your tongue when you turn 13 to appease the terrifying Ajungo Empire and make sure it continues sending water. Tutu will be 13 in 3 days, but his parched mother won't last that long, so Tutu goes to his Oba and makes a deal. She provides water for his mother, and in exchange he will travel out into the desert and bring back water for the city. Thus begins Tutu's quest for a salvation of his mother, his city, and himself. The Lies of Ajungo opens a curtain to a tremulous world and begins the epic fable of the forever desert with every word. Moses Ozo Atomi weaves magic. A little extra about this author because I just feel like it. Moses Ozeotomi is a Nigerian-American fantasy writer and nomad currently based out of Honolulu, Hawaii. He has an MFA in fiction from Sarah Lawrence College and short fiction publications in Fireside Fiction, Fantasy Magazine, and more. His debut YA fantasy novel, Daughters of Adume, will be coming out in early 2023. When he's not writing, he's traveling, training martial arts, or doing karaoke with or without a backing track. I have actually done that before. I did an a cappella song at a karaoke bar. So yeah, this one is short and a debut. So I think I'm going to request an arc and see what happens. The Moonlight Blade by Tessa Barbosa is pitched as a young adult fiction fantasy and comes in at 368 pages. An atmospheric, edge of your seat fantasy from debut Filipina Canadian author that combines the grit of The Witcher with the voice of Rin Chupeco. Nara Jal is cursed. Birthmarks declare her the D word, and her penance for the sins from a past life is touch that spreads bad luck like poison. As the humble daughter of a cloth merchant, she spends her life traversing Tagang, a harsh country carved out of stone, moving from place to place before people discover her secret and chase her out. When her mother is arrested, Nara blames her bad luck. She has no money for bribes and no connections to beg favors to save her family. What she needs is power. Every 10 years, Tagang selects a new ruler through a vicious competition. Anyone may compete, but only the desperate and the foolish ever join. No one knows what happens in the glass fortress during the trials, only that those who survive never leave unbroken. Within the magic suffused walls of the fortress, Nara quickly realizes there is more at risk than her life and her family. She comes face to face with a disarming immortal enemy and learns how close the peace in Tagang is to shattering. Nara must unravel the mystery of who she is and confront the ugly truth of who she was before the competition undoes her, or her growing feelings for the enemy destroy her people again. Okay. Okay now. Okay now. Too many good books this week. Like, what is happening here? Here is one where the cover makes me want to go ahead and buy this sucker. It is The Witch and the Vampire by Francesca Flores and is pitched as a young adult fiction, fantasy, dark fantasy, and comes in at 368 pages. A queer Rapunzel retelling where witch and a vampire who trust no one but themselves must journey together through a cursed forest with danger at every turn. I mean, do I even need to continue to read? Yeah, I'm going to be requesting the arc for this one too. Oh man, arcs give me stress, so I don't tend to request many, but I think I'm gonna do it for this one anyway. Ava and Kay used to be best friends until one night 2 years ago, vampires broke through the magical barrier protecting their town, and in the ensuing attack, Kay's mother was killed and Ava was turned into a vampire. Since then, Ava has been trapped in her house. Her mother needs her. Ava still has her witch powers, and Eugenia must take them in order to hide that she's a vampire as well. Desperate to escape her confinement, Ava needs to reach the vampires that live in the forest and to stop her mother's plans for town. When there is another attack, she seizes her opportunity and escapes. Kay, now at the end of her training as a flame witch, is ready to fulfill her duty of killing any vampire that threatens the town, including Ava. On the night that Ava escapes, Kay follows her and convinces her to travel together into the forest while secretly planning to turn her in. Are you kidding me? Ava agrees, hoping to rekindle their old friendship and the romantic feelings she started to have for Kay before that terrible night. But with monstrous trees that devour humans whole, vampires who attack from above, and Ava's stepfather tracking her, the woods are full of danger. As they travel deeper into the forest, Kay questions everything she thought she knew. The two are each other's greatest threat, and also their only hope, if they want to make it through the forest unscathed. Oh my goodness! Y'all, I'm telling you, sometimes I can look at a book cover and I know it's for me without reading the blurb. I got this one right. Okay, requesting arc. Three Drops of Blood by Gretchen McNeil is pitched as young adult fiction, thrillers, and suspense and comes in at 336 pages. This is the same person that wrote hashtag murder trending, which I really enjoyed. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder meets Hitchcock in this novel from celebrated author Gretchen McNeil. A mundane office job takes a dark turn when a girl witnesses a double murder through the window. Being an actress, Kate is no stranger to drama, and when her chance at a leading role gets canceled, she's willing to do whatever it takes to get her acting career back on track, even if that means getting a boring office job at her best friend's father's law firm so she can prove to her parents she can support herself rather than go back to high school. Now, rather than living life on the big screen, she's stuck filing mundane contracts and watching the people in the office across from hers live their equally boring lives. But when Kate sees things heat up between a woman and her assistant, her new source of entertainment take a turn for the worst when she witnesses a double murder. Now she must get anyone to believe her and find out who this mystery woman is to get answers. But as she learns more and more about the circumstances leading to the gruesome act, she begins to realize there is a bigger mystery under the surface. In this voyeuristic thriller filled with twists and turns, can Kate get anyone to believe her before she becomes the next victim? Too Soon for Adios by Annette Chavez Macias is pitched as women's fiction. It doesn't have a page number. I'm actually looking at the audiobook edition. From the author Annette Chavez Macias comes a heartfelt novel about a woman who embarks on an emotional journey when she meets her biological father on the day of her mother's funeral. No one expects to meet their father at their mother's funeral, but for Gabby Medina, that's exactly what happens. Her dad abandoned her when she was a baby, and now he's back, and he wants to give her a house. Gabby doesn't want the house or him, but she could use the money, so Gabby agrees to take it under two conditions. First, she can sell the house whenever she wants. Second, accepting it doesn't mean she accepts him. After they strike a deal, Gabby hires a contractor in preparation for a quick sale. But as she gets to know the town and these two new men in her life, she learns more about herself than she ever dared to think possible. But is she ready to open herself up to the truth of what happened and the promise of what could be? While You Were Dreaming by Alisha Ray is pitched as a young adult fiction, social themes, and immigration. I don't know how you say those different. But they're two different things. And it comes in at 432 pages. This YA debut from powerhouse romance author Alisha Ray tackles undocumented immigration against the backdrop of a viral online fame, fake dating, and a love triangle. A must read for fans of Nicola Yoon or Sandhya Menon. If Sonia Patel had it her way, she'd be attending her local Comic-Con instead of covering a shift for her boss's daughter. Since Sonia's mother was deported and her sister, who never claimed deferred status under DACA, had to forego college to support them, Sonia's had her hands full with work, school, and pretending everything is okay at home. Then Sonia, a homemade superhero cosplay, stumbles into saving her crush James's life when a video of the daring rescue goes viral. She, or rather a mysterious masked savior, is thrust into the spotlight. Now she's hiding from TikTok detectives while trying to connect with James, and while she's drawn to his friendly but oblivious nature, she can't deny her escalating chemistry with another awkwardly charming boy. Juggling crushes and a secret identity might just take superpowers. Will Sonia be able to hide in plain sight forever? That sounds so good. I probably cannot request any more full length novels for this week, though, because I'm a slow reader and the other one's already like 400 pages, but that does sound really good. There you go. There's all the books. Again, there's a link down below if you're an author and would like to submit your book for consideration. And I'll see you all in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, tell all your friends, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.